Hey everybody, I'm Brittany with PowerboatNation.com and Speedboat Magazine. I'm here with John with Mystic Powerboats, and we're on this beautiful outboard cat, which has been very popular at probably the past 2 years at the boat show, especially in Miami, and they're seeing more and more of these out there, and there's more of a need. So what sets yours apart from everybody else's?
We were kind of the first bigger cat to the market at 38 feet. There's some new ones that just came out on the market that are even bigger than us. But, you know, we've kind of taken a lot of what we learned on our center console. We've applied it to these center console or to these outboard cats. Making it ease of entry to the water, swim ladder right on the back of the boat. We have a whole sea deck back pad on here, so it's easy to get in the water, swim. We want a usable boat. We have center consoles that we've learned a lot about usability and just functionality of the boats. We tried to really apply that to the cats because you've got such great reliability with the Mercury outboards now, and these boats will run, over 100 miles an hour with outboard power, 5-year warranties. So, they're just a very usable boat.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to drive one of these boats. In fact, it might have been the first one. And so it was a prototype, and even that boat, I noticed right away, had stable handling characteristics and all that. And of course, John, that comes a lot from your racing heritage, and because I think pretty much you were a racer first, and well known for 50-foot mystics and all that kind of stuff. In fact, last year, in 2 years in a row now, set the record or was top gun at the Lake of the Ozarks shootout with Don Onken, and I know that was one heck of a ride. But right now you're showing two of your new, I hate to call them center consoles or luxury cruisers these days, and so tell us about those.
Well, we've got our 38 and our 42 here. We introduced the 42 at the 2015 Miami show, and then we've been here every year with it. It's been a fantastic boat for us. We've got the 38th one here. We've got the 43rd one in the mold now. So it's a real strong seller for us. It was a big departure for Mystic. As you said, we were known for 50-foot, 200-mile-an-hour catamarans. And, we went out to the center console market. And the good thing was, for us, we were a little bit later to the market than most, so we could take a lot of things that we learned from seeing other people's boats and how they built them and what they were missing, basically. So we could implement a lot of things about, the biggest complaints are wind and dry ride. So we did a lot for wind abatement on the boat to keep it a very comfortable ride in the back of the boat. I've designed 40 step bottoms now, and I've designed a lot of the other step bottom center console boats that are floating around us right now. So I was able to take all that learning curve and then apply it to my own boats, and we finally came to the market, with our own center console. Like our 42 and 38 are very different feeling boats. I mean, the 42 runs, it's a little bit more like, a yachty feel, quiet, big ride boat. The 38 is like a little sports car. It's like that little pocket rocket that's a lot of fun to drive.
Okay, let's talk about this boat as we're standing on right now. It's 38-foot twin outboard catamaran. Nicely appointed, too, because I can see, I did get to drive the prototype, and this one is a truly finished boat.
I would say it takes 3 of them before you really get them figured out and they really get into production. So this is the 3rd one. I think we've got it figured out at this point. We've got the 7th one going in the mold right now. We've got 8 of them sold right now. So, we introduced this at the Lotto Shootout when we were up there for this past August. And, we built the original prototype for Slug Hefner. It was one of our 50-foot cats up there. And, Slug wanted something, a little bit more usable, something he didn't have to worry about warranties and stuff like that as much. And he said, let's try it. So we tried it. We brought it to the shootout and had a really great reception. We actually sold 2 more the weekend of the shootout, and we sold, 5 more since then. So, again, we were a little bit late to the market, but, I'm starting to see it now. We did a poker run a few weeks ago with the second boat with Ronnie Zolak, and, we had 6 people on board, and the weather wasn't fantastic, and we're running along at 85 miles an hour, getting, well over a mile per gallon. So it's like, the light bulb starts going on, like, these are pretty cool boats. We're getting weight out of them. This one's running a little bit over 100 now. We've pulled 400 pounds out of from the first to the second boat. So our goal is to get about 800 to 1,000 pounds out of them. We'll be up around the 110 to 115 mile an hour mark at that point with everybody else. We've got this particular boat for sale here at the show at $489.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, John, again with Mystic Powerboats. And stay tuned for the 2019 Miami Boat Show coverage, and we'll be back.